have a label down here, though. Some labels are ahead of their time, and it's Valerie Jack from BMG. Val, did you have a question?
I just wanted to, not a question, but to confirm from the industry point of view. I myself have worked with bands.
Do you want to come up here and talk? Come up here and talk on the mic, please. Valerie's been in BMG International A&R and marketing for like the last 10 years. She's helped make BMG the #1 distribution company in the world.
She put the A in BMG.
Yeah, I've worked with all kinds of acts from all over the world, from the beginning of their careers to help to make them both international superstars and including here in the USA. And I wanted to say that from the industry point of view, any band and artist that will do for themselves is very favorably looked upon. Because what it means to the industry is that you're interested in your career. You'll help the label guide your career together with us. There'll be mutual decisions on videos and remixes and which singles get released. And we look at these things. I know a lot of colleagues in the industry do take the time to go into online TV and take a look at what's happening, which bands are there, and based on what we hear and see, we do come down to the clubs to check out these bands and artists. And down the road when you're doing international promotion and you've got 3-4 days traveling from one country to another, and your itinerary is filled up with this interview and that radio station and the things you can't even pronounce, in every language. You have to understand what exactly you're doing. If you understand and you know the circulation of the magazine, or you know how many viewers the stations have, you'll understand them and you'll want to do them, and you'll get a bigger picture, and you'll see that it's for your own good as an artist or a band, and also for the label. It's for the good of everyone if the artist understands exactly and gets involved. So I love that this online TV offers artists to get involved at the beginning, and it's free promotion. I can't think of why an artist or a band wouldn't do this.
Yeah, so I mean, what you're saying is when labels, like I said earlier, when labels look at it and say, hey, this band is already doing something, you got to remember, there's 60 billion bands that want to get signed. And if an A&R guy happens to love your band, and he loves another band equally as much, and he's got a 2-year contract, and if he doesn't have a hit in 2 years, he's going to be a bartender, He's got to make the right decision. Or she.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen? Well, they sold 60,000 CDs around the world, and you guys, did a cassette release to your friends and sold 5, and not only that, the fact, I think, that when you see an artist who's working hard to make it happen for themselves, the company gets behind them. I've known Val for a long time, and she and I both know horror stories of bands that had like top 10 hits. They came over here and had to promote, the label was totally behind them, setting up radio interviews and the whole thing, and the lead singer wouldn't get out of the limo, remember? Blow Monkeys? Yeah, the guy wouldn't get out of the limo to go in and do his own promotion. So the single got to #2, and they never worked another song.
And a lot of it is because artists don't understand exactly what it is they're being asked to do. So I'm happy that I've been involved in taking the time to explain what it is that they're being asked to do, what the interview means. A lot of times it just looks like a big schedule of stuff, that takes a lot of time. So if you understand and you're interested in your career, it really helps us, and it really helps you, so it's really for the good of everyone. But it's looked upon favorably, because when there's a stack of CDs and cassettes
where do you stand
in
out?
your office,
Who stands out there?
you really don't know. You want to listen to everything. You really kind of want to listen to everything, but there's your own priority list of artists that you're working with, your travel schedule, and all of the record company things that you're obligated to do. And you turn on online TV, and you look at these acts like, okay, they've taken the time to do this. And
They've been good enough to get on this.
Right, and we helped screen.
Right, and then taking the time to do it and agreeing to do it.
Right.
And it means a lot.
And then too,
It means they care about their future. They want to do something and get out. They want to go somewhere.
Well, we do interviews too. We do interviews with bands. We do all the things that you're going to do once you have some kind of success. You're going to be on the road doing interviews. You're going to be doing phone
They
interviews.
complain about the lights because we're not a dark club anymore. We
Right.
brightened it up. We said, wait a minute, when you go on tour for the record companies, those lights are gonna be a lot brighter.
Yeah, you can see the first 10 rows and that's it.
If you're
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah. But the things that you learn to do in we'll call it the little leagues for now, are the things that are gonna get you into the major leagues. If you learn to do good soundbite interviews, you're downstairs with us, we're doing a live online interview, you come up with some really cool things to say, catchy things, and people are gonna watch that and say, oh, hey, this band's interesting. You are then gonna go, if you have some success and you go around the world, you're gonna say the same kinds of things, because it's just like the interview is just like the show. It's gotta be interesting too. It's gotta make people wanna see the show and wanna hear the music, you know? So everything you do, you gotta hone your chops, you know? You got, just like you became a great musician, you gotta become a great promoter for your own band.